Now, now vocab giving these people a lot of trouble, man. And the point that pretty much he's making is that why are they holding on to these old beliefs that these individuals came up with now? They was against the Cornelius situation, just like Nate, and so Taha and the other one say they got kicked out the school because of Cornelius. And Ariel, he kept teaching Cornelius. So why can't they be wrong on the reincarnation? You see, they force people to believe in that Cornelius, and we all know Cornelius is an Israelite. So why is it so hard for them to reject the reincarnation, knowing that doctrine was forced on them like that? And that's why vocab, that's the only ground he got. Look at this. That's the only ground he can stand on during reincarnation, because that's when these guys was trying to do whatever they were trying to do, but it broke up the school. Lahab, he said broke up the school because he wasn't going to bow down to nobody talking about they king. He said there's only one king. So how you going to have an earthly king and it's a king coming? And Yahushua is the king of kings. And so these individuals do not want to recognize something. Now, if you love somebody, first of all, the whole definition of love is rebuke or correct somebody. You know, if I know you came from a school and you got kicked out the school, and they kick you out the school because they were believing something that you didn't believe in, and to come to find out that you was right. It would come to find out you was right, and they were teaching you something that they forced you to try to believe, and you looked at the scriptures and you say, "No, this ain't what the scriptures saying, man. Cornelius is an Israelite." So not only that, people come to ask you on the street corner, "Well, was he king? Was this man King David?" You see, and then you try to defend yourself, and your tongue, you fell on your tongue because you told on yourself, talking about he forced us. Come on, man. Once you can't be in the truth and be on no mess like that, like you a young child and somebody forced you to do something that you don't want to do. You see, he was gonna kick us out to school, all this kind of stuff. Come on, man. We too grown for that type of stuff. It's too grown for that type of stuff. Ain't nowhere in the world that these people's so-called forcing somebody to do something, they gonna kick you out the school. Well, they did that with Cornelius, and you sticking with the scriptures with Cornelius. You know, just like with Nate Dogg, he gave it up. You see, he didn't stick to say, "No, Cornelius is an Edomite, and we gonna stick with that." Cause I ain't going along with what everybody else talking about. I was taught that he was a Edomite, and I'm gonna stick with he's the Edomite. I'm not changing. That's what I was taught. You see, that's pride, man. You can't be on no pride stuff like that. It's a simple operation, man. And so these individuals, they want to go and stick on that crap just because they was taught that and remember the old days and all this kind of stuff and don't want to be wrong. You see, you supposed to deal with the spirit of truth. And the truth is that you ain't nobody coming back here 3-4 times, man. Ain't nobody coming back nowhere. Everybody going into that grave and they waiting on Yahushua. That's what's gonna happen. It's all through the scriptures that Yahushua is coming. The book's gonna be open, and what is the book's gonna be open for? What is the book's gonna be open and he judging multiple lives? Just like the dude say with Job. Job had 7 sons, and by the time them sons had children, Job was still alive with his he got about 70 grandchildren. Who he coming back in? Who he gonna send the spirit back down in? None of that stuff make no sense, and it's contradicting what Christ said. You gonna have to be on the judgment seat of Christ. You're not going up there and Christ gonna judge you. No, in the last days, the book's gonna be open. See, not what is it? In 300 AD, the book's gonna be open. No, the books ain't gonna be open 300 AD. The book's gonna be open 2020 something when Yahushua come down here. And everybody coming out that grave and getting the judgment. Especially the Israelites. The Israelites is all going to be judged. That's why Paul said in Acts, he said the just and the unjust will be resurrected. Now where Paul get that from? The just and the unjust will be resurrected. Is that what Yahushua said in chapter 5 of John? He said, don't marvel at this, don't be amazed at this, that all those and all them Israelites in the grave, they gonna come out. They gonna come out and the books is gonna judge their deeds. You see? And so for these people to say, oh, we coming here and back again, and then we done been here before, we done lived the life before, come on, man. That's nowhere in this book. Y'all got that from them guys in One West, and they was going off on a few things. Going off on Cornelius. They were going off on that King David. Really? Damn, y'all don't get out of here with that stuff, King David. Then you got the verse that's saying that Isaac, they trying to say Isaac was Yahushua. But the verse in Luke, I think, he said that Isaac gonna be coming back. So how is Isaac Yahushua and Isaac gonna be coming back on the earth with all of the prophets? He gonna get resurrected. See, Isaac gonna be resurrected, man. He can't be no Yahushua. Solomon gonna be resurrected. He not no Yahushua. Nobody is Yahushua. Yahushua got an individual spirit, and he is himself. Nobody else. Nobody has been no Yahushua or King David. That's a bunch of fables that these people done concocted, so they can seem like they somebody. And they told you straight up that Ariel came up with it. Ariel invented all that stuff. And then he found out that he had done messed up. Then he gonna try to retract the situation. And then the school split again. You had the House of David, and then the Israel Practical Knowledge or whatever they was naming it, had a split. So it's just a shame that people are sticking to certain things, and we not dealing with that prideful kind of stuff, man. You see, and see that's the problem. Like with Jehovah's Wickedness and all these other religions, you can't come to them and tell them nothing. You can't say, nah, you know what, man, we might be wrong about this situation. Everybody, nah, we not dealing with you. You, no, man, we not, and they don't want to go into it. If somebody, how you say, don't discover a secret with somebody, you can't go to talking about his faith. You supposed to break it down. You supposed to address the situation. You see, because everybody at the school when all this was going on. It's on a selected group of people that was in the school and know all the intricate detail. You see, but they done told on themselves. So you don't want to told it. You can't. You got to stick to your word. You got to stick to what you just done told. If this man got a video on you saying that you was forced to believe something, you just told on yourself, man. You got to go on with what you said. Ain't nobody making up nothing against nobody. You said something, and people just working off what you said. And it don't, just because reincarnation is wrong, that don't mean nothing, no. See, that's why I don't never address the situation, because it ain't no big deal. Because it ain't got nothing to do with prophecy. It got nothing to do with salvation. You see, oh, you ain't gonna get the kingdom because you believe in reincarnation. No, it ain't that. But at the same time, it is kind of on the borderline of misinformation. And people know that if you was taught that, that's cool and everything. But you can't be so prideful not to admit when you might have been taught something wrong. Because Cornelius is a certified wrong teacher. Across the board, everybody is on the same page when it comes to Cornelius. That he was from Caesarea, straight out of Israel, and he was just in them people military, and he was an Israelite. Everybody done got to that point. So the same thing with reincarnation. That's just don't make no sense. And Bubba Eyes, he the only one that really broke it down. Who was around them people. You see, but at the same time, you can't be on that prideful attitude, and nobody can't tell me nothing because we've been here for 1,000 years. Yeah, well, look at the people who started the operation. If they can be wrong, how in the world somebody else can't be wrong just because you've been there? They know you can't even say, oh, these guys been here a long time. They got something even greater than that. They said we the ones started this operation. It started with us. So how you gonna tell us we wrong about Cornelius? See, they can take that prideful attitude, and they took the prideful attitude, but it's certified that they wrong. So that reincarnation, he King David, man, that stuff is and then once you admit that you crap, it's like ain't nobody going to Nate saying, oh, Nate, you didn't believe that it was Cornelius and now you believe it's Cornelius. They leaving Nate alone about that. They ain't keep messing with Nate. Oh yeah, Nate, you ain't want to believe, but now you believe. See, they leaving it alone. So once you admit something, people gonna leave you alone about that crap. Yeah, we once thought that. Yeah, boom, and it's over, man. That pride is boy, that's a hard drug to fight. But I'm going to leave it at that. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Kakadash, double honor to the elders pushing the truth, peace to the elect worldwide. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.